You've heard this advice repeatedly. You need a website. You need to send out a regular newsletter, and you need to get more subscribers. But what if you don't have any money coming in yet? You're starting at 0 subscribers and you're not a WordPress expert. What do you do? After a lot of thought, I think Substack is a good answer for any author just getting started, and maybe long after that. In this episode of Writing Pursuits, I'm going to list 10 reasons why you should seriously consider using Substack. Hey, Writing Pursuits authors, welcome back to the podcast. To those of you who are new, I want to extend a special welcome. My name is Catrice McKee, and I'm glad you're here. If you are a writer seeking encouragement, information, and inspiration, this podcast is for you. Let's get to it. Before I get to the 10 reasons to use Substack, let me fill you in. I've been turning this question over for the last 6 weeks because I want to trim my budget. I want more eyes on my work. I want to attract more subscribers, and someday I want to earn a decent income from my content. Many years ago, I started my newsletters on MailChimp, and after that, I moved to ConvertKit when it was still brand new. ConvertKit just didn't hit me right at the beginning, so eventually I moved my lists to MailerLite and stayed there for a couple of years. I even stuck around during the awkward switch from classic MailerLite to new MailerLite. It's possible that the folks at MailerLite aren't old enough to remember the new Coke fiasco, but someone should have told them. MailerLite managed to accumulate 3 strikes in a row during July and August of this year. I'm not speaking for anyone else. This was my personal experience. So I decided to move my current subscribers to a different email service provider, which led to playing around with Beehive. Briefly, gadzooks, they're expensive, and sending emails to segments is currently behind their tallest paywall. No thanks. Finally, I chose to return to ConvertKit. To give ConvertKit credit, it has improved dramatically during the time, I was away. What does that have to do with Substack? Well, a friend showed me Substack a week or 2 ago and I fell in love. My personal solution then is to use both ConvertKit and Substack for my service business, and soon to use Substack as my fiction author newsletter home. I need the automations and the segments ConvertKit provides, but I love the freedom and utility of Substack. Here is my rapid-fire list of reasons I chose Substack and why I think authors starting from 0 or simply starting again should give Substack serious consideration. Phew! 10 reasons to consider Substack. 1. New eyes. Substack is a community where authors meet readers. This means there's a decent chance of discovery, of getting new eyes on your content. For me, that means readers self-select from a bounty of offerings. So if folks find Writing Pursuits tips and like it, they can subscribe immediately. I realize Substack also means instant competition, but there are new readers finding Substack every single day. I cannot say the same for my WordPress website. 2. Reader-centric design. Substack is geared to attract and retain readers. The pages are beautiful, with little to no effort on my part. 3. Low barrier. Substack has no barrier to entry that really counts. It is completely free to use, unlike traditional email service providers, ESPs, like MailChimp or ConvertKit. There is no monthly fee. More about this under paid content. 4. Excellent newsletter post editor. I'm not kidding. The Substack editor is the easiest, most sophisticated editor I have used on any app. The writing interface blows MailerLite and ConvertKit out of the water. The toolbar is packed with options, but it's not cumbersome to use. 5. Website stand-in. Your posts and newsletters are available in an archive that lets new subscribers dive into your content, and this is the perfect stand-in for a website. This requires no effort after a couple of settings are made, and it's much easier than creating a website. So now I'm a WordPress heretic. Sorry. I still run 3 WordPress websites, so obviously I'm a WordPress fan, but it's easier for a novice to get started on Substack. 6. Substack Notes. This is a built-in social media platform where Substack readers and authors interact. 7. Community. When enough folks subscribe to a publication, then it makes sense to utilize the chat function to interact directly with your readers. 8. Referrals. Substack includes a referral feature. When you find Substacks you like, you can share them in your referral section. And of course, other writers can refer their readers to your newsletter. 9. More than one. You can produce more than one publication with a single user account. If you have a service business or you write fiction and nonfiction, then you can operate a publication for each. There are also sections, but that's beyond the scope of this discussion. 10. Paid content. Substack doesn't make money until you do. If you never put paid content on your Substack pages, you never collect money, and you never pay any either. Contrast that approach with paying a monthly fee like to Beehive or ConvertKit while you work hard to build a list. Those are my 10 reasons to use Substack, especially if you're just starting out with $0 and 0 subscribers. That's all I have for today. Until next time, keep writing, my friends. Keep writing. Thank you for listening to the podcast today. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a star rating and follow the podcast. If you're new around here, I hope you will sign up for Writing Pursuits Tips for Authors, my newsletter that comes out most Thursdays when health and life permit. That link and all the links mentioned in today's episode are in the show notes at writingpursuits.com. Please join us on Wednesdays for new episodes and keep writing, my friends. Keep writing.